In this lesson, I'm going to talk to you about the concept of a hyperlapse. Now, why would we shoot our hyperlapse and what is it anyway? If we're familiar with what a time lapse is, and that's basically when we set our camera up and we just shoot, and we compress time. A hyperlapse is just a time lapse in motion. So here's what we need to do to set up. I'm going to open up my camera app here. I'm going to swipe all the way to the right until I see time lapse. And there's no settings. That's the beauty of the iPhone. We don't have to worry about anything, the exposure, the focus, it's all gonna work really well. We just have to basically worry about, is it gonna be a cool hyperlapse? So, we're on our time lapse here. We have that all lined up. Now the next thing to keep in mind is you wanna keep this relatively steady. It's gonna be hard to do because we're walking. But what we're gonna do is kind of tuck our elbows in a little bit. And when you walk, you wanna bend your knees. And so we're just gonna absorb some of that up and down motion, and we're gonna find a focal point and have that framed up the entire time. Okay, so we have our shot lined up here. My focal point, the arches of the Brooklyn Bridge. Let's give this a shot. It can be a little tiring, but well worth it. Now we got that first example for you just handheld, but now I'm gonna do the exact same thing again with the gimbal, having a little handheld device that's gonna stabilize the footage a little bit more for us. So for this hyperlapse, I want to introduce you to one of my favorite tools to carry around with me. This is the DJI Osmo 5. Now what makes this so interesting is that it keeps my phone perfectly still. Now I can still pan and then tilt up and down, left and right, but watch this. If I press and hold on it, no matter which direction I move, it's gonna keep it still. So, same as before, I'm gonna bend my knees, keep this real stable, and let's get started. So there you have it, hyperlapses. What a beautiful and interesting and fun way to incorporate the element of time and motion into your photographs. Now you don't have to use a gimbal. You can do this handheld, but the use of that gimbal is going to make sure that your footage is even more steady, a little bit more stable, and I think you're going to be even happier with that final result.